Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. I'd like to kick off straight away. What are the church leaders doing to support their church members and the community during this time? Many church members have been faithfully going to church and paying their tithes and offerings to the pastor due to scriptural instruction. Now, I have spoken to a few people who have said that their pastor has called them to see how they are, which is good. And also, I've been told that they've also been advised to go to food banks to get food because they're struggling financially. Now, here's the thing. Many church members have paid their dues. Now, at this time, shouldn't they be getting a little bit more than just food bank? They give 1/10 of their earnings, and those who are retired, those who are not working, as I understand it, from good source, still give what they have. Now, I know that everybody has been affected by this lockdown. But is it too much for a leader to really find out how their member is living? They have bills to pay. Not everybody is furloughed, where they're getting government subsidy to help them during this time. Some people with their jobs, they've been laid off because some of the companies just can't afford to run during this time. They're struggling. Again, as I say, these pastors and ministers, and whatever you choose to call them, they too have their bills to pay, yes, but they were getting large sums. And I really have to ask the question, do they really not see the seriousness of what is going on now and for their members and for the community? Is enough done to actually help and support these people during this time? When the churches were open, many members and visitors were given money through faith. They believed wholeheartedly that in doing so, God would make a way for them to be able to feed their families and feed themselves and look after themselves generally. Now, when this lockdown is over and the churches open back, hopefully, many of these people who are faithfully giving them support, where are they going to find the money from if they're not supported now? You see, actions speak louder than words. You know, they say we need to put oil in our lamps. Well, many members were doing that. And now they are going through a crisis. Many leaders have large houses and cars, and their members are going hungry, having to beg family and friends for support, or, as I say, go to food banks. Is it right that they should have unfaithfully served God and their church, and now to be suffering at this time? One may argue that, can these leaders feed everybody? Well, some churches have members of 200-300 people, and they were getting financial support. So yes, the church does have an obligation to its members, because those members are making sure that their pastors were taken care of. So yes, I have to ask the question, where are the leaders now? This is the time when they should be displaying the love and showing how they care for the flock. There's a scripture that I've known for quite a while. It's in Jeremiah 23. And it says, woe to the pastors that lead the sheep astray. I'm not saying that the pastors are doing this, but what I am saying is that if they are not attending to their flock, making sure that their members are eating, they have light, electric, and also clothing, that they can feed their kids, then, according to Bible scripture, they're not doing what they should be doing. So, I do pray for those people that are suffering now at this time. And also, it's a time for them to reflect, because they have to decide for themselves. What is my leader doing to ensure that I am taken care of? Because if we, me, and them, are not taken care of through this time, when the church doors do open, it's a time for those who are not supported to actually decide for themselves. Because the church isn't a building, it's in the heart. But also we must have wisdom. Because if, when you are in need, those that say that they love you are not there for you, when you find yourself no longer in need, that is a time to ask yourself, am I going to support somebody who would see me starve to death? Yes, and I say starve to death. And not care about my kids, not care about my well-being. This may seem harsh, but that's just the way that I feel. Because I too have been going to church for many years. And yes, I was not, as you might say, one of the faithful in the sense that I went to every service, no. But I paid my offerings according to the scriptures. So I'm speaking from an experience. So, again, as I say, this is the time where we all show our true colours. Every person has to decide for themselves. But as I say again, the question I put out there, where are the leaders? Stay blessed and safe. Bye.